Dear friends, I have made a new training which is copper zinc trading. So I make this course because I know that there are no course available on copper zinc trading. So this course has been designed for the traders who are willing to have trade in copper and zinc. So they should aware fundamental as well as technical for the copper, so they have better understanding of the copper. So copper is one of the most versatile metal, and this has been used in our houses, and the major application is plumbing and electrical system. Copper is used in our cars also, we can see, and this is used in building product also. So in 2018 the worldwide copper consumption was 23.6 million tons a year, and as per prediction this should go 29.8 million tons in 2027. So once old copper recycled, this also helping to meet 45% of global demand. So the rising demand has potential to boost price of copper in future. We see in the overall demand is increasing, so investors should be aware how to invest in the copper. So there are four ways for investor to invest in copper. He can buy a physical copper, and he can take bars of collectible coins. We say physical copper or copper bullion through bars. He can invest in the stocks for those companies who are doing work for copper. ETF, exchange traded fund, also the options, and these are focused on the red metals, are the companies who are doing mining. Trader have options of investing copper in future, and they can hedge the risks while getting exposure to metal. And copper is available on London Metal Exchange as well as in MCX in India. So since we are doing investment in copper or we have a plan, so we should know positives and negative of the copper. Copper is heavily used in engine of car, and the components this has been used is motor, brakes, radiator and bearings. We know the electrical vehicle EVs requirement has been increased, and copper is also has major role in EVs. A regular EV charger has about pound and half of copper of it. So the average hybrid, we can take example, almost double the amount of copper, while battery powered EV have nearly 4 times as much as a regular EV charger. So copper has been used in a renewable energy also, and this can be used in wirings, bearings and mechanical parts. Copper is very useful equipment used in solar and energy storage systems, which also can consume a lot of copper. So copper demand has been grown widely in coming years. So let's look into the negative of copper. Since copper price is very volatile, so this sharply move. On the hand, the consumption could slow down due to weakening of the global economy. If global economy also strengthens, then the price of copper increases as the demand increases. How copper in as a good investor, let's think is that also that will be helpful for us. So copper has been used mostly by US and China, and copper presence in electrical vehicle is increasing a lot of requirement. Production detail in copper. Chile is producing 5.6 million MT copper. Chile is one of the largest copper miner. Then the second is Peru, which has 2.4 million MT. China is is the highest consumption copper in world. Then I see 2018 data, then US and Germany is also there. How the copper price decided? Copper price decided by producer, customer and supplier. The two common exchanges copper is traded, that is a first London Metal Exchange, the second is COMEX. Copper is heavily consumed and traded, and this can lead to price volatility, large orders in and out in the market. Copper is traded on the future market, which give investor and consumer good opportunity to hedge copper metal price changes. So let's look into how copper demand and prices are going on. So there are few factors which impact the copper demand and supply. So metals, people are investing a lot in futures, and copper consumption in 2018 was 23.6 million, which can be 30 million also. The largest consumptions in world, half of the copper has been consumed by China, the second is US, third is Japan and the fourth is India. So copper prices are affected by different kind of factors. This can include supply, economic growth and political developments. If economic growth is high, then the demand also copper increases. In slowdown, economic slowdown, the copper price go low. So demand of copper is expected to boom because now world is using renewable energy, and this is wind, solar, which need more copper than the conventional energy. In India, copper is traded in future, and this has been done in MCX, we say as a multi-commodity exchange. The most significance of copper future is the leverage, and the problem is leverage is very low. Copper future enables end user to hedge against price volatility, and the speculators we get profit in price movement. Future contracts 1 lot of metric ton and 250 kg for investor on the MCX, and the contracts are available February, April, June, August and November. If the global demand raises, then the price of copper raises. If economy slow down, then the copper use also reduce. So copper price are going down, and copper has changed the view, taking view on growth and GDP, gross domestic product. The countries that are rapidly developing, some of the largest player in the copper market, driven by their need for housing and transport infrastructure as well as economic growth. So emerging market, China, India, Brazil are using copper demand Due to that, there is high increase in the copper. There are deciding factors on the copper movement. So we should understand which can influence the copper prices to help you predict possible market. The price of copper can be impacted by range of factors, but we should know some of the factors. So copper prices impact by political and environmental issues. In case of supply chain breaks, then the copper production reduces and the price increase. We have seen in 2015 there is a earthquake struck Chile and the copper production has decreased. We can take example Bolivia, which is producing nation, has significant sway over copper. This was in 2007 when the mining industry was earlier private and that has been nationalized and the supply was impacted. So copper price can be more expensive and this is cheaper metal such as aluminium are being used instead of copper in power cables and electrical equipment. Other metals like nickel, lead, iron also impact the copper as they are used as a substitute for copper in some of the industries. So let's look into the top 6 producers. One of the highest producer in copper is Chile. This produced 5.6 million MT. The second is Peru, which is 2.4 million MT. China, its production is 1.6 million MT. But the China was world largest copper consumer, remained third place in production in 2019. Its production is increasing. The fourth is DRC, 1.3. US also. US is trying to increase the copper production, and the sixth largest country is Australia. Australia largest copper operation is BHP Olympic Dam copper uranium gold deposit in South Australia. While asset is more known as uranium production, it maintains strong stands the fourth largest copper deposit in the world. So friends, I have explained the copper. So here the basic of copper, how we can invest. There are 4 ways to invest copper. We can invest in physical copper, stock, ETF and futures. We have seen the positive of copper, negative of copper. So there are 2 biggest producer. One is the Chile and the second is Peru. So copper decision is depend upon the GDP. We have seen gross domestic product, and copper price is impacted by variety of factors like economic growth, supply, political factors, environmental factors, and demand for copper increase once renewable energy like wind, solar requirement increase, which is more than the conventional energy. In India, copper is traded on MCX. The growing market in copper is China, India, Brazil. So we have seen how copper impacts supply in the industry. The top copper producer are Chile, Peru, China, DRC, United States and Australia. Friends, this is from my end. Just go through once. You have better clarity.